This is the OTB Television Network, a service of Capital District Off-Track Betting.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses, leading us up to Saturday, June 9th, Belmont Stakes, and can I'll Have Another become the 12th Triple Crown winner. But we have 18 races to bring you. Up first, down at Delaware Park on Saturday afternoon, they ran the John W. Rooney at 1 mile and a 16th on the turf. The morning line favorite was scratched out early, leaving Thunder Amelia 6-5.
In there, off in the John Rooney Memorial. Pretty good start for them all. On the far outside, Thunder and Amelia away well, but down toward the inside, moving up with the rail, that's High Quality. Master Shade is also right there, but High Quality comes out on top as they come to the finish line the first time. Thunder and Amelia, though, eager to go in the early going, is going to take that one on with 1 lap remaining. Master Shade settles nicely now in third, followed by Cross Mountain. Then comes Martita Sangrita, and Clarinet is at the back. Hooked up on the front end, High Quality on the inside, Thunder and Amelia up on the outside, with Master Shade 3 lengths behind them, racing in third. Opening quarter goes in 23-4. High Quality leads it by about 1.25 lengths. Thunder and Amelia in a good tracking spot second. It's about 3.5 lengths further back than Master Shade. A length across Mountain, advancing a bit on the outside of Martita Sangrita, and your trailer down the backstretch is Clarinet. They've got just over a half mile to go, opening half in 46-4. Good tempo being set by High Quality. Thunder and Amelia, though, stalking in second, 3 to Master Shade. On the inside, Martita Sangrita looking to advance. Cross Mountain on the outside, and still far back to Clarinet. 3/8 to go. High Quality still all on the front end, still going strong. Thunder and Amelia is still hanging in there right there in second, followed by Martita Sangrita moving up on the inside of Master Shade. They both try to advance in tandem. With a quarter to go, it's still High Quality being pursued by Thundering Amelia. Martita Sangrita will try to shoot the rail if there's an opening, and there is one, and Martita Sangrita shoots on through, as does Thundering Amelia on the outside. They're both set down for the drive. Master Shade is trying to kick it in third. Looks like a two-horse affair with Thundering Amelia. On the inside, Martita Sangrita is trying her best. Thundering Amelia with those big strides now begins to edge away. Thundering Amelia. And jockey Julian Pimentel will take the John Rooney Memorial. Martita Sangrita getting second, Master Shade third, Cross Mountain fourth.
And Thunder Amelia off the 5-1 morning line with the scratch of Federation, the 3-1 morning line favorite. Really confidently ridden by Julian Pimentel, scores the victory for Michael Matz. Now, this is a South American import who was 0 for 7 in the United States, but on Saturday afternoon, very confidently ridden. The winning margin is only 1 length, but it looked like to me there was a no threat from Martita Sangrita for the victory. Now, the USA debut for Thunder Amelia last year is John W. Rooney, and off the turfer, finishing second. That was last year. This year, still on the turf, scores the $4.60 victory. Martita Sangrita finishes second, with Master Shade, the Italian runner, finishing third. Monmouth Park on Saturday afternoon had a 6-furlong sprint. This is the John J. Riley at 9-5 is Bombast.
And they're off and racing in the John J. Riley handicap, and Bombast broke well from the far outside with good speed. There goes the hunk right to the top there, and hounded by Jersey Stormcat early. Bombast is 3 wide in the clear, with Hermosillo towards the inside, right there with Hermosillo and driving through on the inside. And now between horses, Hop, Skip, and Away is coming on with Gunfighter. 3 wide is Della Bernsky. Then comes Silent Appeal from the inside, Hobbit on the Rocks. Next is Smoke the Devil, next to last, and Cadence King is the distant trailer. 22 for the opening marker. And it's the Hunk in front by 1.5 lengths. Bombast on the outside, with Hop, Skip, and Away looking to gain from the inside as they turn for home. The half 45-1 in the stretch now. And it's the Hunk, Bombast on the outside, Hop, Skip, and Away. Then Jersey Stormcat dropping back. Some late run from Hobbit on the Rocks for Minor Spoils. It's the Hunk, and the Hunk is too strong. The Hunk and Carlos Marquez Jr. scoring decisively in the John J. Riley handicap. the Hunk, hop skipping away, then Bombast and Hobbit on the rocks.
And there is the Hunk making the first start of the year, ladies and gentlemen, under Carlos Marquez Jr. Hadn't run since running down at Gulfstream Park on New Year's Eve in the Mr. Prospector Stakes, where he was off the board after winning 4 races in a row, including 3 at Monmouth Park. Scores an easy every step of winning 1 2 1/4 length victory for Ben Perkins Jr. and his big client, the New Farm Stables. Hop, skip, and away finishes second, and the 9-5 favorite Bombast checks in third. Sunday afternoon at Monmouth Park, named after a dual champion from 1988-1989, the Open Mind Stakes at 9-5, Little Stitch.
And they're racing in the Open Mind Handicap. And Little Stitch came out running on the outside. See the Country from the inside. Those two down the back stretch. From the inside comes Salad Girl into third. I'm a Jersey Girl fourth on the outside. My Little Red Rodeo is fifth. Emily All-Star is sixth. Little Kiara seventh on the outside. Then Miss Tallahassee. See the Country with a half mile to run. 22-2. See the Country joined on the outside by Little Stitch. I'm a Jersey Girl getting closer, third on the outside. Salad Girl is just 2 lengths from the lead. Then it's about 4.5, 5. Back to My Little Red Rodeo. Emily All-Star towards the inside with Little Kiera trying to kick in from the back of the pack with late run, Miss Tallahassee. They pass the quarter pole, 3 across the track. Here comes I'm a Jersey Girl on the outside with Little Stitch between them. 45-4 in the stretch. I'm a Jersey Girl and Elvis Trujillo strikes the front. I'm a Jersey Girl. Emily All-Star is coming on late with Little Kiera on the outside. It's a blanket finish from the inside. Emily All-Star. Emily All-Star. Little Kiera on the outside. Little Kiera! Little Kiera in a photo with Emily All-Star. Then my on the inside, Salad Girl, and I am a Jersey Girl.
And there's Little Kiara, ladies and gentlemen. Third last year in this race at 15-1 off 3 consecutive 2-turn races. An outside last run up by a nose under Carlos Marquez Jr. just when Emily All-Star split horses for Paco Lopez and probably thought she was home. Not to be. Salad Girl checks in third. The favorite, Little Stitch, who was 4th last year off a 7-month layoff. This was the second race in 7+ months. Chuck Lopez on board 9-5. Little Stitch recently running over at the Meadowlands finishes 5th. Friday evening, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to Penn National for a couple stakes races. Up first, one of the most famous, important stallions of the 20th century, and yes, a Pennsylvania bred, the Danzig Stakes. Relay Bill, 2-1.
Pennsylvania bred sophomore colts and geldings lining up for the Danzig Stakes. They're in the gate. They're off. Jake and Elwood broke well between horses. Relay Bill shows speed, and to the outside, Love Those Boots. Relay Bill inside, takes it by a neck. Far outside, Love Those Boots is second. Deployment moves up between horses third, and Envy a Bull is now a closer fourth. Next in line comes Pollard's Boy. Jake and Elwood is faded back second last, and the early trailer is Phil Dancer. The quarter goes in 22-4, and they race to the far turn. Relay Bill inside, now with Envy a Bull battling for command. Deployment is third. To the outside, Love Those Boots fourth. 2.5 lengths then to Jake and Elwood. Toward the rail, it's Pollard's Boy, and still at the back, Phil Dancer. They race to the top of the stretch. Inside, Relay Bill goes at it with Envy a Bull, trying to move up the far outside now. Love Those Boots. Here comes Jake and Elwood, the extreme outside as they come to the 8th pole. Big looping move by Jake and Elwood, and they strike the front here. Relay Bill's holding second to the outside. Pollard's Boy's coming on. Jake and Elwood and Kyle Frey have the lead. Here's Pollard's Boy closing, but it'll be Jake and Elwood in the Danzig. Pollard's Boy was second. Inside coming on for third, Phil Dancer.
And in the slop, ladies and gentlemen, Jake and Elwood, under Kyle Frey, scores the victory in the slop, returning $9.20. You look at the fractional times in this race, it's 22.96, 45.58, ladies and gentlemen. You look at the charts and you recognize the trifecta were 6th, 5th, and 7th, which was last for Phil Dancer in the opening quarter mile. So perhaps a hot pace on Friday evening at around 7:50 at night in the Danzig. Jake and Elwood wide on the turn, scores the victory. Relay Bill, who won his debut by 4+ lengths and had 2 bullet workouts in the second career start, finishes off the board as the 2-1 favorite. Now, the surprising thing for Jake and Elwood, he's usually a front end runner, not on Friday night, as he scores the victory in the Danzig. A little while later, time for the 3-year-old fillies to run in the Wonder's Delight and the 1-2 favorite, Miss Dioro.
They're all in line. They're off. For the lead on the outside, Raven-esque. Moving up inside, Lil Punch. And here comes Successful Prenup. And to the outside, Love Contract. It's Lil Punch and Successful Prenup heads apart for the lead. Far outside now, here's the favorite, Miss Dioro, moving up to gain 3rd. Love Contract is 4th. To the outside, then Scarlet Okashi. Inside, then, they're followed by Dorothy's Aurora. Then about 4 lengths to Spring Flower. Then comes Primo Via. And to the outside, Raven-esque. The quarter went in 22-1, and they race midway through the turn. Lil Punch inside with Successful Prenup, and here comes Miss Dioro challenging 3 wide at the quarter pole. Break of about 3 lengths then to Scarlet Okashi with Dorothy's Aurora as they turn for the wire. Miss Dioro now takes command and quickly opens up by 5 at the 8th pole. Between runners, Successful Prenup. Inside then, Lil Punch with Dorothy's Aurora coming on. But it's all Miss Dioro and Kendrick Carmouche taken in hand here. Much the best in the Wonder's Delight. Dorothy's Aurora got 2nd. Raven-esque along for 3rd, with Spring Flower getting 4th.
And Kendrick Carmouche made it look as easy as possible. Or I should say that Miss Dioro made it look as easy as possible in the 3rd career start after a nice debut victory, recently running in the inside information at Belmont Park. And from the far outside in the post position and 3 wide on the turn, this offspring of Medaglia d'Oro, who we saw win the Travers Stakes 10 years ago in a sea of slop, is the stallion for Miss Dioro. Easy figure there, I guess. And notice the final running time, 1:10.33. Happens to be faster than the boys ran a half an hour ago. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, racing from Churchill Downs and one from Woodbine.
Some people take analyzing a horse race to a whole other level. Tune in every morning at 11 a.m. and get up-to-the-minute analysis of the day's biggest races, breaking news from the racing industry, and our daily best bets, only on OTB TV.
What would another ShopRite mean for you?
It means more chef-prepared meals to take home and call my own.
Another place to get help with healthy eating.
And another place to get fresh fish.
Another ShopRite in the Capital District, 709 Central Avenue. Another ShopRite. That means more chef-prepared meals, another dietitian, and more fresh produce. Get more choices and even more savings with ShopRite's growing family.
We're all about food, we're all about savings, we're all about you.
No matter where in the world you are, the excitement of wagering on live horse racing is just a click away. CapitalOTB.com offers live streaming, free past performances, analysis and selections from professional handicappers, and a simple, safe, and secure wagering platform. And best of all, it's surcharge-free. CapitalOTB.com, the better choice.
And they're off.
With more than 70 convenient locations, internet wagering at CapitalOTB.com, and live operators ready to take your call, Capital OTB is the better choice for wagering on thoroughbred and harness racing. Stop by one of our locations to bet in person, or open a Capital Bets account and place your bets over the phone, or at CapitalOTB.com. Whether you're on the road or in the comfort of your own home, Capital OTB is the better choice. Some people take analyzing a horse race to a whole other level. Tune in every morning at 11 a.m. and get up-to-the-minute analysis of the day's biggest races, breaking news from the racing industry, and our daily best bets, only on OTB TV.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, 3 stakes races over the weekend from Churchill Downs. Up first will be the 3-year-olds and up fillies and mares in the winning colors. Good Deed, recent runner-up in the 8 Bells to Contested, is the 2-1 favorite.
The others stand well. They're in the gate. And they're off in the winning colours, and Fortune Play tried to force the gate, hit ahead on the gate and was forced right back on heels. He let them go. It was Honey Child who took the early lead, but is taken on by Paige Springs, and Paige Springs flashing her usual electric speed. So on the inside, Honey Child. Good Deed towards the centre of the course, now racing in 3rd. Speedacious in 4th. Beat the Blues is in 5th. And then, having had that trouble beginning, Fortune Play towards the inside. Island Bound and Outrun is Gleaming. 21-3 for the opening quarter mile, and a little bobble on the turn there for Paige Springs, and is swept away now by Honey Child. Honey Child leads them at halfway in the 9th running of the winning colours. Good Deed around the outside is now in 2nd. Beat the Blues in 3rd. Speedacious in 4th. Island Bound is in 5th. Fortune Play in 6th as they come down the lane. Good Lead gets the lead now. Good Deed goes on to Honey Child in 2nd. Speedacious on the wide outside with Beat the Blues. Here very wide is Island Bound. Wide open inside the final furlong. Island Bound has now got the lead. Speedacious in 2nd. Beat the Blues in 3rd. Good Deed and then Gleaming as they race the line. Island Bound is out in front, and it is Island Bound and Leandro Gonsalves to take the winning colours. It was Island Bound who beat the Blues 2nd for the 2nd year running. Speedacious in 3rd, followed by Gleaming and Good Deed.
Well, Island Bound, ladies and gentlemen, scores the first stakes victory, turning $21.40. Tipped out 6 wide entering the stretch, wore down the leaders. That's what the daily racing form chart tells us. Beat the Blues finishes 2nd. Speedacious finishes 3rd, and Good Deed, 3-year-old, taking on her elders, breaking from the rail. The 2-1 favorite finishes off the board 5th for Sean Bridgmahan. Up next, the 24th running of the Aristides over the last couple of years, moving up on the national landscape for sprinters, going 6 furlongs. Rothko, the even money favorite.
And they're off in the Aristides, a picture-perfect start. Will's Wildcat in the centre takes the early lead with Whiskey Rebellion on that one's outside. Cash Refund even wider in a very close 3rd. A length and a half, Global Power is racing in 4th. Rothko to the inside, followed by Noble's Promise, and at the back of the field is Good Lord. They're racing now towards the final half mile. Cash Refund around the outside of Whiskey Rebellion. On the inside, Will's Wildcat, 21-2, a blistering early quarter mile. Rothko is now racing in a clear 4th position and gaining on the leading trio, followed by Noble's Promise, then Good Lord around the outside. Global Power now at the back of the pack as they make the turn. It is now Cash Refund just ahead in front. Rothko, though, is breathing down his neck to the outside, and it's now Rothko who swoops around them all and takes the lead. In 2nd is Cash Refund. Whiskey Rebellion, Will's Wildcat to the inside. Good Lord is staying on down the outside, but it is all Rothko pouring it on down the lane, racing inside the final 16th. Rothko and Corey Nakatani to give trainer Steve Asmussen his 3rd win in the Aristides. Rothko wins. Will's Wildcat in 2nd. A huge run in 3rd from Whiskey Rebellion, followed in 4th by Good Lord. They stopped the clock in 1:09.4.
And Saturday evening, Rothko made it look very, very comfortable, breaking from the rail, coming out of the San Carlos Stakes, this time under Corey Nakatani. He scores the victory for Steve Asmussen, and you heard Mark Johnson talking about this is the 3rd for Steve Asmussen. He won with Riley Tucker 2 years ago. Riley Tucker scratched out of this year's edition, and 9 years ago, Mountain General returning $22.40. Well, Rothko didn't return anywhere near that price, returning $4.20. Also on Saturday evening, we had the 36th running of the Early Times Mint Julep. This is for 3-year-olds and up, fillies and mares on the turf, going a mile on the 16th, and Busy Caroline, 9-5.
And they're off in the Early Times Mint Julep. A very level break within the centre. Heavenly Landing taken on by Hard 7 of the Grey. Ravi's Song towards the grandstand side as they sort themselves out at the end of the first 16th. It's Heavenly Landing who will split the wire with a circuit ahead of them. 7 furlongs to go. Hard 7 is racing in second. Ravi's Song is 3 deep going into the turn. Artemis Kitten between horses. Busy Caroline, the favourite, is against the hedge, racing in 5th position. Snowtop Mountain is in 6. Warm Hugs at the back of the field. 24-1 for the opening quarter mile in the 36th running of the early times Mint Julep, and the leader is Heavenly Landing and Corrie Lannery. Leads now by a neck towards the outside. Hard 7 is in second and getting a little closer. Artemis Kitten's racing in third. Ravi's Song on the outside in fourth. Busy Caroline to the hedge is racing in fifth. A length and a half away. Snowtop Mountain the Grey towards the inside of Warm Hugs. 48-4 for the half. They're very tightly grouped as they go now around that far turn, and it's still Heavenly Landing who's just a neck in front over Hard 7 in second. Busy Caroline towards the inside, followed by Artemis Kitten. Round the outside is Ravi's Song. She has always been 3 wide. Next is Snowtop Mountain, who soon will look for racing room. Warm Hugs is ridden at the back of the field. Heavenly Landing has had the run of the race and has quickened off the turn. Heavenly Landing is out in front. Busy Caroline now giving chase with Hard 7. Now Snowtop Mountain splitting rivals. Towards the outside is Ravi's Song, but it's Heavenly Landing who still has the lead. Here's Busy Caroline now down the outside. Out in front, it's Heavenly Landing holding on, but here's Busy Caroline. Busy Caroline has got there right on the wire, I believe, to give Manny Cruz back-to-back wins in the early times Mint Julep. It's tight, but Busy Caroline lunged right on the wire to possibly deprive Heavenly Landing. Tight.
And Busy Caroline scores by a neck victory. The second start of 2012 saved room on the turn under Manolo Cruz. The last 2 or 3 jumps finally wore down Heavenly Landing. Remember, she was the $40 winner of the Marshalls River earlier this year. Have to tell you, though, Heavenly Landing looked absolutely home in this race, but not to be, as Busy Caroline, coming off a poly-track race, non-winners of 3 other than, scores the victory in Saturday night's early times. Hard 7 finished 3rd in Saturday's early times. Now, a couple of races to bring you from Woodbine. Up first, on Saturday afternoon on the turf, going a mile, it's the Nassau Even Money Marketing Mix.
They're at the post. They're off in the Nassau Stakes. Roxy Gap into the inside. Fantastic Cousin. Fantastic Cousin comes on now to take the early lead, and it's Fantastic Cousin who leads it by a length and a half to Roxy Gap, who's gathered back in second position. Laperoux has Marketing Mix placed in third, just over 2 lengths off the lead, and Glorious is down toward the rail in a fourth position, just to the inside of Marketing Mix. Then we have Indian Pond and Forest Uproar, 24-3 for the opening quarter on the soft going. They head toward the far turn, and this 50-1 shot, Fantastic Cousin, is setting the early pace. Fantastic Cousin by 2. The Hendry winner, Roxy Gap, has her in her sights in second. Then the duo of Inglorious and Marketing Mix to her outside. Forest Uproar is 5th and 3 lengths off the lead. Indian Pond is 6th as they run through the turn, 49-3 for the opening half mile. Fantastic Cousin with just under 3 furlongs to go. Roxy Gap travels well in second. Inglorious is down to the inside third. She's going to need a way out. Then we have Marketing Mix and Forest Uproar. They're at the quarter pole in the Nassau. Roxy Gap is set down on the outside of Fantastic Cousin. Laperoux goes to work, left-handed on Marketing Mix. Inglorious is looking for a seam. She's in awful tight there. Roxy Gap inside. Marketing Mix. Inglorious was on heels. Far outside for Indian Pond. Marketing Mix has taken the lead at the 16th pole, and it's Marketing Mix and Julien Laperoux to win the Nassau. Roxy Gap was second, Indian Pond third, and Inglorious was fourth.
And Marketing Mix scores the $4 victory. Another offspring of Medaglia d'Oro doing very well. The Familiar Silks of Glen Hill Farms and their trainer Tom Proctor. Very heady ride for Julien Laperoux, scoring an even 1 1/4 length victory, returning a square $4 on the soft turf course up at Woodbine. And Woodbine, similar to Belmont Park, these 1 mile races on the turf. run around one turn. Inglorious, who finishes off the board as the 2-1 second choice, now 0 for 4 since winning the Queen's Plate. And I recognize that she had some traffic in the lane. I'm not so sure that that prevented a victory. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, 3 more from Woodbine and a stop at Golden Gate Fields.
And a dramatic Preakness. Can I let another get there? Here's the wire. I let another did it. He ran down Bodymeister to win the Preakness. And the Triple Crown will be on the line at Belmont Park.
What would another ShopRite mean for you?
It means more chef-prepared meals to take home and call my own.
Another place to get help with healthy eating.
And another place to get fresh fish.
Another ShopRite in the Capital District, 709 Central Avenue. Another ShopRite. That means more chef-prepared meals, another dietitian, and more fresh produce. Get more choices and even more savings with ShopRite's growing family.
We're all about food. We're all about savings. We're all about you.
Listen to what people are saying about the Clubhouse Racebook.
I've been coming here for well over 30 years to the OTB, and I think this is an outstanding facility. Probably comparable to something you'd see in Vegas. They have the big screens there, and then they have the auxiliary screens for, watching all the tracks. And the primary tracks of the day, they'll switch to the big screens, which is ideal for most of us race guys. We like to see the big races on the big screen. Well done.
No matter where in the world you are, the excitement of wagering on live horse racing is just a click away. CapitalOTB.com offers live streaming, free past performances, analysis and selections from professional handicappers, and a simple, safe, and secure wagering platform. And best of all, it's surcharge-free. CapitalOTB.com, the better choice.
Preakness. Can I let another get there? Here's the wire. I let another did it. He ran down Bodymeister to win the Preakness. And the Triple Crown will be on the line at Belmont Park.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Returning to Woodbine, 3 stakes races on Sunday afternoon. Up first, the Aliwal to Wendy Wee, 3 to 4.
They're off in the Aliwal Stakes. Danae Court and Man Stuff. Man Stuff on the outside comes on, takes the lead by a head. Danae Court wants the lead as well, though, comes right back and reclaims it. Danae Court leads Man Stuff by half a length now. To Wendy Wee, close to the pace in third, and Kiss in the Forest is in fourth position. Then we have a Blue Heart who's second to last, and Sky Dreamer trails 23 seconds flat on the good going. Just under a half mile to run in the Aliwal. Danae Court out sprinted. Man Stuff for the early lead as they run to the 3/8 pole. To Wendy Wee. Restrained in the third. Blue Heart improves to fourth. Sky Dreamer sent wide as they come to the top of the stretch. Kiss in the Forest at the rail in the green cap. To Wendy Wee. About to make her presence felt in the run to the quarter pole. In between horses, it is Man Stuff. Danae Court trying to find some more. To Wendy Wee has flattened out. Not today for To Wendy Wee. Danae Court on the inside. Man Stuff in the center. Blue Heart on the outside. Crying out for running room is Kiss in the Forest. Last 16th of a mile. What a finish. Blue Heart on the inside. Danae Court between the Man Stuff. Here comes Sky Dreamer. Danae Court got it in a 4-horse photo. Danae Court has won the Aliwal.
Danae Court, ladies and gentlemen, the second choice in the wagering, breaking from the inside in this 6.5 furlong stakes under Pat Husband, makes every pole a winning one on a good listed turf course. Coming out of the 7 furlong stakes race, To Wendy Wee, Danae Court, the offspring of City Zip for Eugene Melnick and Mark Casse. When the scratches came out, a horse named Sky High Lady had drawn the number 1 post position, and I thought Danae Court would be hurt from that. Not the case at all, returning $8.50. Second race off the July layup. Looked as if there was no way during the entire length of the stretch could find victory, but Danae Court does. returning the 850 I mentioned. Blue Heart finishes second, and a dead heat for third, ladies and gentlemen, with Sky Dreamer and Man Stuff. To NDWE, 8-5 on the morning line, 3-4 at the betting windows, last. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, the Woodbine Oaks, Dixie Strike, 9-10.
They're at the post. They're off in the Woodbine Oaks. Waiting in the wings toward the inside, and from the outside, Horseshoe Hill and Blackbird Rock is showing early speed as they move in front of us for the first time. And it's Blackbird Rock who's wrangled back now by Eurico Rosa da Silva. Horseshoe Hill is to her outside in a second position, and waiting in the wings will save ground into that first turn. Then Northern Passion. Irish Mission is to the outside. Dixie Strike is back sixth in the early going and 4 lengths off the lead. Then Rose and Shine and Awesome Fire in the maiden Bantee trails these 3-year-old fillies into the backstretch. And it's Blackbird Rock down on the inside by a half a length. Horseshoe Hill in a stalking position in second. The imposing frame of Irish Mission is 3 wide in third and a length off the lead. Dixie Strike improves to fourth now, has 2.5 to come. Saving every inch of ground is waiting in the wings. Rose and Shine is 6 now, 3.5 lengths off the lead. Then Awesome Fire. Northern Passion has 1 filly beaten Bantee as they head into the turn. 49-3 for the opening half mile, and they ran 3/4 in 1:13. Blackbird Rock, Irish Mission looking her right in the eye now. Dixie Strike gets a little niggle from Patrick Husbands in that white cap as they come to the top of the stretch, and sparks are about to fly. Here comes Awesome Fire on the far outside. They come to the last 1/8 of a mile, and it's wide open. Awesome Fire in between horses. Irish Mission, Northern Passion on the far outside. Dixie Strike between horses. A blanket finish coming up here. Irish Mission and Alex Solis have won the Oaks. Finishing second was Northern Passion, and Awesome Fire was third.
And Irish Mission, ladies and gentlemen, under Alex Solis, scores the victory, returning $20.50 from Mark Frostad and the familiar silks of Robert Evans. First time versus winners was 0 for 3 at Woodbine on the synthetic, was 6-1 on the morning line. Boy, I'll tell you, 5 horses looked alive in the middle of the stretch, but Irish Mission scores the victory with Northern Passion finishing second at 35-1. Awesome Fire under Emma Jane Wilson. Dixie Strike coming out of the victory in the Saline Stakes finishes 5th as the 9-10 favorite. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, the plate trial and the 3-1 favorite, Beaker Street.
They're at the post. They're off in the plate trial stakes. Incredicat broke sharply at the rail. Beaker Street in the center of the racetrack as they move in front of us for the first time. And Big Creek is close to the early pace as well. Classic Bryce will save ground into that first turn. Peyton is alongside, and a 3 wide Menlo Castle. Then we have Dead On and Drago's Best, followed by Perfect Tay. Making Amends has 1 horse beaten. That is River Rush as they run through this first turn. And Credicat and Alex Solis on the front end. The Wando winner leads it by just over a length. Beaker Street on the outside, second. Big Creek close to the pace in third. Menlo Castle's Clear of Trouble on the outside, fourth, though 3 wide and 2.5 lengths off the lead. Then Peyton, Classic Bryce saved ground through that initial turn. Dead On under a stout hold. To the outside of Dead On is Drago's Best and Making Amends. River Rush gains some ground as past 1 Perfect Tay, 47-1 for the opening half mile. It is still Incredicat playing Catch Me If You Can with 3/8 to go. Beaker Street looks poised in second. Big Creek is under a ride now. Classic Bryce is starting to gain some ground at the rail, and they're 2 furlongs out in the plate trial stakes. Incredicat Alex Solis pulling out all the stops, trying to get this chestnut home. It's Incredicat at the top of the stretch. River Rush has come from last and is fence flying. Here comes River Rush with an incredible turn of foot to take the lead. River Rush and Jim McElhaney from last to first, roaring to victory in the Plate Trial Stakes. Incredicat was second, Classic Bryce third, and Big Creek was fourth.
And folks, I don't know what the Plate Trial is going to have in common with this year's Queen's Plate, but good luck to that, because the maiden, River Rush, under Jim McElhaney, scores the 21-1 upset victory. The second longest shot on the board, wins by 5. Solis had to think he was in good position on Incredicat, and just in the blink of an eye, it seemed like on the turn and in the first half of the stretch, River Rush went from last to 5 in front. Classic Bryce finishes third. A new track record, ladies and gentlemen, taking a fifth of a second off the old track record. I think it was the third quarter mile, folks, of 23.53 that maybe just did in, or made it easy for River Rush to come running. Reed Baker sent out this Stronach Stables runner. Now we're going to go to Northern California, ladies and gentlemen, for one race on Saturday afternoon. A mile on the turf, the Campanile.
Racing. In the hot pink, Billy's Bling is very fast into stride, being shaded by O'Malley Brannigan. Mohana Breeze goes with them along the rail, followed fourth by Best Present Ever, then Warren's Amber and Jewel Seeker. It's O'Malley Brannigan persevering for the lead, as everybody expected she would. Mohana Breeze running second, followed a little wide by Billy's Bling, not handling that turn out of the stretch to perfection in her turf debut. She's joined on the inside by Best Present Ever. Warren's Amber 5 lengths off the pace and 3 lengths to Jewel Seeker. O'Malley Brannigan in front, a length and a half. Mohana Breeze comes off the rail second. In third, Best Present Ever moving past Billy's Bling, 2 lengths to Warren's Amber, 4 lengths to Jewel Seeker. They're halfway along the back stretch, and O'Malley Brannigan the leader, a length to Mohana Breeze. 3/4, Best Present Ever in a cosy spot third. Billy's Bling with 3 lengths to make up. Then Warren's Amber, and last is Jewel Seeker. The Campanile field covered by 7 lengths. 3/8 left to go. O'Malley Brannigan by a length and a quarter from Mohana Breeze. Best Present Ever a half length back. Then comes Billy's Bling and Warren's Amber from Jewel Seeker to the quarter pole. It's O'Malley Brannigan the leader. It's been a truly run race. Bayes behind her on Best Present Ever. Can't get out of that pocket presently with Mohana Breeze still on his outside. Now O'Malley Brannigan leaves the rail, and Bayes is beginning to unwrap Best Present Ever, who scoots through, shoots to the lead, and is careering away. Best Present Ever has won the Campanile by 6 lengths. O'Malley Brannigan second. Third home, Warren's Amber. Fourth, either Jewel Seeker or Mohana Breeze, and they were clear of Billy's Bling.
And Best Present Ever, ladies and gentlemen, the 6-5 favorite, made that look like a bargain, ladies and gentlemen, under Russell Bayes. Just very, very confidently ridden, 3 in a row. Lost a career debut, then won the maiden, other than, now a stakes race behind Inside Bayes waits. He is rewarded very, very nicely, $4.40. O'Malley Brannigan finishes second, and Warren's Amber, the second choice, checks in third in Saturday's Campanile. We're going to take our final break. When we come back, racing from Hollywood Park and Belmont.
Poker is like a war. It's a battle of wits. It's strategy and preparation. Winning is about understanding yourself before the other guy does. Knowledge and skill wins, not luck. For now, put your money aside and challenge your wits. Challenge your skill. Free Poker Network, every Tuesday evening at the Clubhouse Racebook. Welcome to the game.
What would another ShopRite mean for you?
It means more chef-prepared meals to take home and call my own.
Another place to get help with healthy eating.
And another place to get fresh fish.
Another ShopRite in the Capital District, 709 Central Avenue. Another ShopRite. That means more chef-prepared meals, another dietitian, and more fresh produce. Get more choices and even more savings with ShopRite's growing family.
We're all about food, we're all about savings, we're all about you.
And they're off. With more than 70 convenient locations, internet wagering at CapitalOTB.com, and live operators ready to take your call, Capital OTB is the better choice for wagering on thoroughbred and harness racing. Stop by one of our locations to bet in person, or open a Capital Bets account and place your bets over the phone, or at CapitalOTB.com. Whether you're on the road or in the comfort of your own home, Capital OTB is the better choice.
Saturday afternoon at Hollywood Park, time for the 9 Furlong California, and back from an awful experience at the Dubai World Cup. Game on, dude. Even money.
They're off. Perfect start. Game on, dude. Morning Line asked to stay with him early by Joe Talamo, and Game on, dude is the early leader. Morning Line right alongside. Prayer for Relief comes away running in third, and the early trailer is Kettle Corn. Game on, dude, nearest the rail, will set the pace from Morning Line, who's just a half length back in second. Game on, dude, traveling nicely, 3/4 of a length now from Morning Line, who backs off just a bit. It's 2.5 lengths to Prayer for Relief, and then 1.5 lengths to Kettle Corn as they turn into the backstretch in the 59th Californian, and Game on, dude is now uncontested up front. Morning Line is just outside of him, but not really applying pressure, so Game on, dude can go the speed that Chantel wants him to, 3/4 of a length. Morning Line is tracking from the outside in second. Kettle Corn's going to make the first move. Here's Rosario and Kettle Corn up into third, may even get into second soon. Kettle Corn's on the move. He's at the rail and only 1.25 lengths from the lead. Prayer for Relief is fourth and last as they pass the half-mile pole. Game on, dude continues to lead. That high cruising speed of him now quickens, leaving the backstretch, and he's 1.5 lengths in front of Morning Line, who now cannot keep with Game on, dude, and Game on, dude is running away at the top of the stretch. He has opened up a 4 or 5 length lead. Morning Line is absolutely all in second. Kettle Corn stays at the rail, but he's 6 behind, and Prayer for Relief and Game on, dude is putting on a show off the layoff. Game on, dude, to the final furlong. He's opened up a monstrous lead. It's going to be a good battle for a second, but Game on, dude is straight and strong and far in front. Game on, dude, yes. Wow, he is back. Game on, dude won by 8.5. Kettle Corn got second. Prayer for Relief third. Morning Line fourth.
And 2 tremendous United States performances in a row this year for Game on, dude, who has clearly grown into a terrific runner for Bob Baffert, having now earned $2.3 million. And if this was a prep for the Gold Cup where Game on, dude lost by a nose to First Dude last year, well, this public paid workout for Chantel Sutherland, to me, is a nice comeback race from traveling halfway around the world. Returns $4 and even. Game on, dude just rattled off 24-second opening 3/4 miles and came home in 35.94. As I mentioned, just a public paid workout. Now I would presume it's on to the Hollywood Gold Cup. Kettle Corn finishes second, and Prayer for Relief, another Bob Baffert runner, checks in third. Sunday afternoon at Hollywood Park, time for 3-year-olds prepping for the Swap Stakes in the affirmed handicap, Even Money Liaison.
They're off. Gunboat broke beautifully, goes for the front. Unusual Heat Wave, Liaison close up. Nonios has to steady off heels. Holy Candy secures a good position early, and the early trailer is Blingo. It's Gunboat trying to back it up and slow it down to the backstretch, and Gunboat does just that. 1.25 lengths to Unusual Heat Wave and Nonios, who's headstrong at the rail. Liaison is 3 deep to the backstretch in the Zetcher Pink and about 3.5 off the lead. Holy Candy is racing with 5 lengths to to make up, and the trailer is Blingo. 7 lengths from first to last into the backstretch in the 34th, Affirmed Handicap, and Gunboat is doing it easily. Gunboat up the backstretch, 5 furlongs from the wire, and a length and a half in front of Unusual Heatwave in second. Nonio stays at the rail, Liaison just outside of him. Those two are 2.5 from the front. Holy Candy is tugging at Joel Rosario. He is 5th and has 5 lengths to make up, and outside of him, Blingo. They leave the backstretch, and Gunboat could not have had it easier. He leaves the backside a length in front of Unusual Heatwave in second. Nonios and Liaison still 2.5 or 3 from the front. Blingo and Holy Candy still 5 off the lead, set by Gunboat, and now they're at the quarter-mile marker. Gunboat is the leader. Unusual Heatwave, white blinkers, comes to take him on. Nonios, no place to go. Liaison's got a clear path, 3 off the rail and a length from the front. Holy Candy draws within 2 of the lead, and Gunboat's gone. So the new leader is Unusual Heatwave. Nonios rides the rail. Liaison in the center. Now Nonios is a length in front. Liaison, Holy Candy to the outside. Nonios, Liaison, Nonios. The 34th Affirmed Handicap goes to Nonios, and Martin Pedroza 3/4 over Liaison. Holy Candy 3rd, Unusual Heatwave 4th.
Nonios scores the victory from the inside post, second longest shot on the board at 15-1. Bobbled at the start, this Offspring of Pleasantly Perfect, who might be coming to hand for Jerry Hollendorfer, won the first 2, lost the last 2, all up at Golden Gate Fields, was between horses in the lane. One thing I mentioned, I thought listening, when Vic Stauffer called that Unusual Heatwave the longest price on the board, was the leader in the lane. I don't think that's even close to being true. I think Nonios had already made the front easily. Liaison, the even money favorite coming out of the Kentucky Derby, finishes 2nd. Holy Candy finishes 3rd as the second choice in the wagering. Belmont Park, ladies and gentlemen, over the weekend we have 3 stakes races to bring you. Up first, Open Company, Fillies and Mares going 6.5 furlongs in the vagrancy, 8-5, Nicole H.
They're off. CC's Pal and Nicole H. In between horses, Don't Be Shy, I'll Buy. Then on the far outside, She's Cheeky. Belle of the Hall at the back with Kid Kate. Up the backstretch run, CC's Pal is the leader. And in hand while in front. And then it's Don't Be Shy, I'll Buy. Second on the outside, Nicole H. Also well held. It's a pretty easy pace here for these kind of horses. Fields move into the far turn. 23-2. Very easy for this group. CC's Pal takes them around the far turn despite this hot early pace. There is no hot early pace. Here it is. CC's Pal, the leader, followed closely by Don't Be Shy, I'll Buy. Second, She's Cheeky, revving up on the outside. Looming just in behind is Nicole H., followed by Kid Kate and Belle of the Hall as they come to the top of the stretch. CC's Pal was able to negotiate a 47 flat half, and now the field turns for home. She's Cheeky now rolling up alongside. Nicole H. just in behind the lead, will try to come through down toward the inside. Now she angles outside as CC's Pal drifts over to the rail. Still in front, Nicole H. getting closer inside the final furlong, and then She's Cheeky, Belle of the Hall late on the scene, final 16th, and here is Nicole H. on even terms with CC's Pal. Ding dong, up and down on the line. CC's Pal came back. Nicole H. there in a photo finish, close for 3rd as well, between Belle of the Hall and She's Cheeky.
Pace, pace, and pace. Where was the pace? Tom Durkin and yours truly absolutely confused by this running of the vagrancy. Going forward, betting horses, I don't know what to take out of this result. 23-2, 47 flat. Then they go 23 for the 3rd quarter mile. Just to give you an example, ladies and gentlemen, the final 5/16 of a mile was run on the dirt in 29.03. That's something we see in mile 16th races on the turf all the time. This was just slow, fast for CC's Pal, returning $5.70 for the Richard Dutrow runner as the second choice. Nicole H. having no chance with that pace, finishes 2nd, and She's Cheeky also no chance against that early pace set by the winner. Sunday afternoon, 2 New York Stallion Series stakes races. Up first, the 3-year-old fillies in the Cooper Coy's Joy. At 7-5, why take a chance?
And they're off. Ticket inside gets off to a good beginning. Monero's coming up the inside. Gabralicious will be forwardly placed. On the far outside, Sweet Moon with the leaders running along in fourth. Why Ticket Chances fifth. Barrel of Joy sixth. Stock Fund seventh. Mahjong Madness is eighth, and she's only 3.5 lengths from the lead. And then it's I Bet Tony Knows, and 5 lengths back to Destination Moon, who trails the field as the field moves up the backstretch. Monero through a quarter in 23 seconds flat. Leads 3/4 of a length. Gabralicious second. Ticket inside third. Sweet Moon out there running along fourth. Stock Fund is fifth. 3 lengths from the lead and down toward the inside. And then it's I Bet Tony Knows, who's followed by Barrel of Joy. And then Why Take a Chance, who's dropped 5.5 from the lead. Mahjong Madness second to last, but still moving comfortably. And the trailer is Destination Moon. And the leader is Monero as they come to the top of the stretch. Monero leads by almost 2 lengths as the field makes the turn into the lane. Stock Fund is under a heavy drive, but is still running second. And then it's I Bet Tony Knows who's third. Down on the inside, Why Take a Chance? And Mahjong Madness making a late bid. A lot to do for her. The leader is still Monero. The lead is still 2 lengths as they come to the finish. From the outside, here comes I Bet Tony Knows. And Stock Fund between those two. I Bet Tony Knows and Stock Fund. Nothing left for Monero late. On the wire. I Bet Tony Knows. The winner, 3/4 of a length. Stock Fund second. 3-way photo for third. Mahjong Madness, Monero, and Why Take a Chance.
And exactly, Why Take a Chance at 7-5. But at 7-1, the turf debut, early part of May for I Bet Tony Knows, coming well back on the pace for Junior Alvarado, scores the $17.20 victory, running very easily early, easy on the turn. Set down for the drive, looked to be sputtering at first, but then figured it out in the lane to score the victory. Stock Fund finishes second, and Monero finishes third. Off the board at 7-5. Why Take a Chance checks in fifth. Time for the 3-year-old Colts, going 7 furlongs on the turf in the spectacular bid. Sports Rider 2-1.
They're in the gate. And they're off. Reggie D came walking out of there. King Creasa comes out running from that far outside post. I'll Stake You is there too, along with Sports Rider and Western Tryst down inside. Up the backstretch run. King Creasa the leader. Sports Rider punches on through to be second. Sunnysider far outside races third. Exciting Missile is fourth. I'll Stake You with the Vanguard is now fifth. Western Tryst sixth toward the inside. Disco On is now seventh, followed by Powerful Instinct eighth by 2.5. Good Time Boy is now ninth, and another 3 back to Wild Exploit. Long way back to Reggie D. Into the far turn. King Creasa takes the field through an opening quarter of 23 1/5 seconds. On the inside, Sports Rider's trying to stay right there with him. On the far outside, Disco On's making a big move now as they make their way around the far turn. I'll Stake You in the thick of it too, along with Exciting Missile. Then Western Tryst, followed by Powerful Instinct, Good Time Boy, Wild Exploit, moving toward the top of the stretch. King Creasa still there. King Creasa off the turn, in front of 1.5 now by 2.5 lengths at the top of the stretch. I'll Stake You drifting in, now running second. Western Tryst on the outside, Sports Rider down toward the rail. Good Time Boy is now fifth with less than a furlong to go, and King Creasa is on his way to a big win. King Creasa comes storming through the stretch, won by a 6 lengths. Western Tryst was second. Wild Exploit in a photo for third with Good Time Boy.
And King Creasa scores the $9.60 second choice victory. Western Tryst finishes second. Wild Exploit finishing third. Sports Rider, who won the debut, going 5.5 at Saratoga, finishes off the board 6th. Back to the winner, King Creasa, who broke from an outside post position, broke beautifully, found himself on top, this offspring of King Kugat, and never looked back to win by a handful under Irad Ortiz. Added blinkers in the second start and got to the turf very, very sharp since then. I think we will see more from King Creasa down the road, probably at short prices. Well, that wraps up the horses and courses for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, obviously, a full week of racing, not only at Belmont Park, but at Hollywood Park, but all the news focusing on the 11th race at Belmont Park, as I'll have another attempts to win the Triple Crown.